What's up, everybody? This is from the Depths Collectables coming at you with a new custom corner video. Now, it's been a little while since I've done a custom corner video. That's because I've been extra busy and I haven't had any ideas for any custom figures lately. But that changed when I recently picked up this new action figure that we're going to do today, and that is this Duke Thomas Batman from the Tales of the Dark Multiverse. Now, when I saw this thing on the shelf, I knew I had to pick this thing up because this thing is crazy. You know, this whole sculpt, you know, the armor, the head sculpt, everything about this looks amazing. They really knocked it out of the park over there at the McFarlane toy, you know, headquarters. Whoever's sculpting these things are doing an outstanding job because this thing is amazing, like I said. So the plan is to dirty him up. He comes from a post-apocalyptic world, you know. So this armor's looking way too clean to be from a post-apocalyptic world. So what we're going to do is we're going to dirty him up, hit him with some dark washes. We're going to touch up the armor. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, first things first, we got to release him from his plastic prison. So we're going to go ahead, open this thing up and get a better look of the figure as is before we touch him up. Alright guys, here is the figure all out of the box. It looks amazing. I gotta say, some of these details up close look really cool. Like I said, once we hit it with some dark wash and stuff, all those little, you know, nooks and crannies and all those little details are gonna pop. Watch. Like I said, guys, mark my words, you see all these little cracks and crevices on the armor, it's gonna look amazing after a dark wash. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and break them down, pop off the arms, pop off the legs, gonna pop off the head also. I'm gonna keep the cape intact because the cape seems a little big and everything. I'm not going to do too much with it. All I'm going to do is probably touch up the shoulder pads and this little kind of spinal armor piece right here also. But other than that, that's all I'm going to really do to it. I'm not going to do anything too special because this thing looks amazing as is. Came out a lot easier than I thought it was going to do. Usually these things, you know, you have to boil them or something like that to get these things off, but that was it. There you go. That was the breakdown. It took like no time at all. There's this little diaper piece that fits in right here on the torso. I didn't know that that came off. I thought that was all just like, you know, glued in there in one piece, but that's actually pretty convenient in case I don't want to mess up, you know, any of this when I'm painting up the armor or anything like that. That's a pretty cool feature. So I feel like McFarlane does that on purpose for people like us, you know, the customizers and whatnot. It's, you know, nice and easy to put together, nice and easy to take apart. Real cool. Alrighty guys, so what I'm going to do for the legs, like the armor and all of that stuff, I'm going to hit it with this color shift from Vallejo. It is the electric blue intense violet. That's like kind of the color that I want to go for. I want to kind of go for a nice color shift metallic. So this is, you know, it's mainly for airbrushes, but you can brush it on. So what I did was charge my brush up with a little bit of paint, and I'm going to go ahead and hit all the armor with this paint, and it's going to give me a nice, like I tested it right here, it's a nice color shift as you can see. So I'm just painting more on right there. I don't want to do it too thick. Like this was just a test. That's why I like to test the bottom of the shoes, like anything like that, to test how the color sticks to what I want to do. You know, that's always a good tip, guys. If you are trying to test out what paint or anything would look like on a figure, always test like something that you won't mind messing up, which is like the bottom of the foot or something that you don't see. You know, that way if you do mess up, you know, it's an easy fix, or, you know, something that can be covered up nice and easy. But that's the main idea. I'm going to go ahead and hit the rest of the entire boot like that, and I'll get back to you guys. Alrighty guys, there is the one leg finished with the color shift paint. As you can see, day and night difference. This thing looks a lot better with the color shift metallic paint. As you can see, a lot better, looking a lot more premium. This is a really good base. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a really good base. I really thought that the color shift wasn't gonna take, you know, because it does say on the bottle that it works really good with black, but you know, dark blue is kind of, you know, close to black, so I would assume it would work, and it works amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the other foot with the same treatment, and I'm gonna move on to the arms. Alrighty guys, there is the torso done also. Like I said, nice and easy. Just hit the armored bits with the color shift paint. I'm gonna let it dry, then I'll go over it with the dark wash, and then I'll hit it with some silver highlights to really, like, you know, give it a nice pop. And for right now, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the arms. So the arms are the last little bit that I want to do right now, while everything else is kind of drying. So let me go ahead and get the arms ready. Alrighty guys, there's the little abdomen slash diaper, if you will. That's what I like to call these things, is the little diaper. All I did was hit it with some dark wash, rubbed it off. It got into these nice little crevices and whatnot to really give it a nice little definition on the belt buckle. The pouches, I'm just gonna leave the pouches as is. You know, I did hit it with dark wash and everything to define it a little bit better. But these back ones right here, as you can see, they don't really have any like detail like the front ones do. But that's because, you know, these are gonna get, you know, covered up by his cape. So I'm just gonna leave them as is also. So that's pretty much it right there, guys. So the next thing is the head. Alrighty guys, here is the head, the helmet, and all of that finished. I think I'm gonna do some extra stuff to it, but that's pretty much it right there, guys. I did like a nice like orange, you know, gradient to it, like if it was like a, you know, hellish, you know, lighting, if anything, because like I said, he does come from a post-apocalyptic world. Alrighty guys, here is the torso dark wash already finished. Like I said, guys, that kind of just, you know, really changes the look of these armored figures when you just hit it with a quick dark wash. For an example, like right here, that's how the color shift paint looks on the armor beforehand, and that's how it looks like after the dark wash. You see what I mean? It gives it a nice, like, kind of midnight, you know, purple, you know, dragon scale kind of look to it. It looks a lot better. You know, this looks good. This looks a whole lot better. So what I'm gonna do is move on to the symbol, and then I'm gonna hit everything with a nice highlight of silver. Then we'll move on to the next pieces. There is the torso complete. I went ahead, like I said, dry brushed it with some silver paint. Straight up made it look just like armor, guys. This thing looks amazing now. So let's move on to the legs. Let's knock these out real quick because it's not too much going on here. There is the legs finished. What I did was on top of what I usually do for the armor on the chest and everything, I went ahead and put some like mud, like if he was stomping around in the mud. I took a sponge, dipped it in some nice watered down brownish paint, and just stippled it across the thing. I just dabbed it all over, nice and easy. And it makes it look like he was like stomping around in the mud. It looks really nice, looks really like kind of natural. So that's gonna stick. It's gonna save when I hit it with the varnish. It's gonna keep that in place. I'm just gonna paint these in the back right here, these straps. I'm just gonna do them black, simple as is, just to give it a little bit more contrast so it's not all the same color back here. The legs are complete, nice and easy, real quick. Okay, here are the arms already dusted and completed. I am gonna do something with these arms besides just doing the basic, dark wash, silver highlight, and I did brush some, a little bit of brown on there also to kind of blend it in with the rest of the figure. But I am gonna do something also with the rest of the entire figure, and that is doing this kind of orange to yellow gradient, so it could give it a nice like kind of atmospheric look. If anything, it kind of looks like if kind of like a sunset, dusty, deserty kind of look to him. So that's my idea, that's what I'm gonna go for. But the arms are complete. It's that easy, guys. Just a couple of brushings of different colors, and it makes this stuff look a lot better than it was before. So I'm gonna work on the highlighting, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alrighty guys, here is the torso completed. What I did was I took a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange, brushed it all over the armor, and then wiped all of it off. And it kind of gave me this like nice, dusty looking, muddy kind of look to the armor. And it looks really, really cool. I can still see the color shift and the paint underneath all of that. So it kind of does look like it's just battle worn, just dusty, dirty armor. That's exactly the look that I was going for. Made sure all of the color kind of just went all together. I don't want to do one part that is just a totally different shade than the other. I kind of want to have like some kind of cohesion to all the pieces. So that's why I put the head on right now, and it's looking really, really good, guys. I'm telling you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same kind of treatment to the legs, and I'm pretty much done, guys, because the arms are finished also. Like I said, here are the arms. I went with the nice like tan, orange, yellow, dusty look to them. You know, when they're in there like that, you know what I mean? They kind of fit the aesthetic that I want to go for. Let me go ahead and touch up the legs, and we are finally finished. I'll go ahead and put all this guy together, and then, you know, we'll do the little glamour shots. Alrighty guys, there are the legs totally completed. Got the orange and yellow highlights on there. What I'm gonna do now is hit every piece with a little bit of matte varnish. I want to cut down on a little bit of this glossiness, and especially this glossiness on the tights and stuff. It's way too glossy from, I guess, the mold release. So I'm gonna cut down on all that stuff and hit it with some you know, matte finish, and we are done. I'm gonna assemble him, put him together, and we're gonna take some glamour shots of him. Alrighty guys, everything has been hit with the matte varnish. Now it's time to assemble everything, put them all together, and take some glamour shots. Then the next thing that I'm gonna do is his guitar. His guitar is gonna need a touch up. That's gonna be the next video, guys. It's gonna be a nice little small bite-sized version of the custom corner. I might upload it here as a short. I might upload it on, you know, Instagram and TikTok. But it's going to be a small one. That one I'm going to do off to the side. But this project is complete. So let's put this guy together and see how he looks. Here he is, the Duke Thomas Batman from the Tales of the Dark Multiverse. Now, this figure was super fun to customize, guys. If you're out there looking for like a quick weekend project or a nice afternoon project, I suggest picking up one of these action figures because it lends itself to a ton of artist interpretation. I was totally just gonna do a, you know, plain old, you know, dark wash, touch up some things here and there and just leave it like that. But once I started playing around with the colors and everything, it really brought out my creativity. You know, I wasn't really thinking about using these oranges and yellows for the helmet and for the bat symbol, but once I started playing around with the colors and getting them right, I really liked how it came out. So I had to do the entire figure in that kind of color scheme. It gives it a vibe of like he's in a desert wasteland, like a hellish, you know, wasteland or whatever, but it came out looking amazing. The detail on the cowl and the helmet just looks amazing, guys. Like I said, I cannot just stress this enough, how these small little details like the cracks and you know, kind of crevices that they have on the armor, it just looks really, really cool. Like I said, this was super fun, guys. So if you like these kinds of things, be sure to like and subscribe to From the Depths Collectables, because we do all kinds of things like this and other things like toy hunts, toy hauls, and sometimes we do toy reviews. I do have a couple of toy reviews in the works. I have a couple of figures that I do want to review. I do want to take out of the package and share with you guys. So those are going to be in the works. And if you like any more of these like custom videos like these, be sure to check out some of the other custom corner videos that I have on this channel. And don't forget to subscribe, because we are working our way up to the 400 subscriber giveaway, and I'm going to give away some really cool prizes. I might even give away a custom figures such as this Duke Thomas. If you're into that kind of stuff, be sure to subscribe to From the Depths Collectables, and I'll see you guys next time.